Hello everybody, welcome to the vlog. It is nap time here at the Owuku home. Manny is actually working on our fireplace renovation. You guys, I'm so excited about it. Owning this house has been so fun. I mean, obviously it has been stressful because of the timing of everything, trying to get things ready before the baby and all of that, like, and being super pregnant. But it's been so worth it. It has been just, I thought I heard him. Me and Manny keep thinking we hear him. But it's been so worth it and so exciting, and just like, I don't know, just like, I feel like it's just so many prayers we prayed just like coming into fruition. Even just something as simple as having a fireplace and getting to do it the way we like it and wanted it is just a really big blessing. He's using some paint in there right now. And I have been around paint and I've like read about it and it's totally fine. Like, I've been smart about it and everything. But I even painted a little bit. Not much at all because my sciatica was very bad at that time. But this is like a different, it was a little bit stronger. So I came in the other room just to kind of let it air out a little bit in there. But just having some coffee. We went out this morning. We haven't been going out and doing much. I mean, you guys know if you've followed, we really never do. But we haven't really been doing much, especially since like all the house stuff. I feel like when we have days where we're available to do that, we need to be working on the house, you know what I mean? So we haven't really been going and doing much. That coffee is so good. But today we went out and got Zion a few little items. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so I sat down to show you guys. I am actually in the baby's room / Zion's room. They are sharing a room. Zion has actually never slept in his own room before. He still sleeps in our room, in our bed. We co-sleep. But he is, all of his stuff, obviously he needs a place to put his stuff. So they're sharing, this room, and it's turned out really cute. I'm excited to show it to you guys. I love it. I love this house. We're just like so excited about it. But we went to the store today to start building up Zion's, fall and winter wardrobe because he's grown out of a lot of things. Obviously he's 2. And he's a big boy and he grows really quickly. So he still needs a few more things. I didn't want to just get a bunch of things today that I didn't really want just because he needed stuff. Because he's not like desperately in need. Plus it's still hot here. So he's still been wearing like his shorts and stuff. And they do still fit him. But yeah, I'm also 38 weeks pregnant today. If you can tell by the way that I'm breathing, I am. I'll show you my bump in a minute and tell you how I'm feeling. And kind of give you a little update because I'm definitely extremely pregnant. And we're getting so close to the day. It's a scheduled C-section, so we do know when the day will be unless I go into labor before that. Some days I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to go into labor before that. But then some days I remember that literally my body clings on to these babies. Thank God. It's a huge blessing. But last time I was induced, which resulted in the C-section with Zion, and then this time it's a scheduled C-section. So anyway, we did go to Target as well. As I don't think I said yet, we went to Kid, which is like a kids like consignment thrift store. It's really good. They have a lot of really good cute stuff. Zion also got a puzzle in Kid, a Melissa and Doug puzzle for like $8, which their stuff is like, their puzzles are usually like 20, 25. So they're really nice. They're wooden. He loves that kind of stuff, so he picked that out, and we let him get that because we thought we could pick one thing. But anyway, so I got him these joggers in Target. I have not been in Target in so long. But they're from Cat and Jack. They're extremely soft on the inside. They're nice and thick. And they're just gonna get us through fall and winter. They're 4T. And based on the weight that's on here, I think that he'll be able to wear these for a little while. He's a big boy, but usually pants fit him for longer because he's got like a small waist, and he's very tall, but a lot of his height, most of his height is in his torso. He's built just like Manny. And so his legs are not really particularly long. It's just his torso that is. So shirts will get really short. The same thing for Manny. But his pants like fit for a while. So I think these will fit for a little bit. And they're very good quality. They were $8. I thought they were $6 because other ones laying there were $6. But they were $8, but that was fine. And then Kid, we got him this 4T shirt. This is going to fit him right now. It's not going to be like, I don't think it's going to be big or anything. But I have kind of a bad thing, not really a bad thing, it's good to buy things oversized, but I don't want to always get oversized because sometimes oversized doesn't really work. You know, it depends on the vibe and the outfit. And so sometimes he just needs a shirt that like is a regular fit of a black shirt, you know. And like if he's going to wear under something or whatever, sometimes it just works better. So I think this one will actually fit him probably now. And it was $3.99 at Kid to Kid from, it's a Children's Place shirt. Just a regular black shirt, long sleeve. Wear it to church, wear it with jackets, wear it with vests over it, you know, all that kind of stuff. This is the one I was most excited about. I always try to get him these little things from Kid to Kid. We got him a Adidas sweatsuit there one time made out of the same material. This is obviously Puma, and it has like the Puma thing down the sleeve. Little white jacket, super cute, and it's like great quality. Great shape. It was $6.99, so that was like amazing because it would have been quite a bit more than that, and it's like good as new. So anyway, super nice. And then the last thing we got him there was just these little cargo pants. These kind of pants look super cute on him, but also they go with so many different things. You know, I just feel like you can wear them so many different ways. So got him those so that he can have that, wear it with sweaters, to wear, you know, just with different things that he wears in like the fall and winter. And thought that would be really cute. I also have a haul to film, and I'm going to post it on TikTok. I'll talk about some on here as well. But from some baby stuff / postpartum stuff that I have been accumulating. My mom actually sent a gift. She will be here soon for the baby's arrival and all of that. Her, my sister, my dad are watching Zion for us. And our friend Krista. They're kind of all going to do it. Not that you need that many people to watch him, but it's going to be really stressful for me. I've never left him overnight. And it's like even hard for me to talk about. Like it's such a weird thing because I'm so excited. Like I'm so pumped to meet this baby. Like I cannot wait. I'm just like so thrilled, and just cannot wait to see Zion be a big brother. And there's just you know, there's so much excitement around it, and I'm absolutely just overjoyed. Cannot wait. Want that day to get here. But then on the other hand, I'm still super excited, but it is different this time because I'm leaving Zion overnight. At least one night, it may be two. Really, I know for most people, a C-section, it is more than one. I'm fully aware of that. I mean, I had a C-section, and I had like a really wild situation. So I was there a little longer last time than average, but I already asked the doctor what is like the quickest that I could go home, and he said the next evening would be the quickest. I would have the C-section in the morning, and then the next evening I would possibly be able to go home. He said it's not like everybody does that. He said usually it's just like nurses or people who, you know, kind of have an understanding of, you know, I'm sure he meant like if something were to go wrong, like to know when to come back to the hospital and that kind of thing, and know what to do if an emergency were to happen. But anyway, I told him like, okay, that's my goal, to get home the next evening, because I've never left Zion overnight. He sleeps in the bed with me. You know, I mean, just to kind of think about that and think about how hard that is. So I've been prepping him, and we're just very attached. I told my mom, I think a big part of it is, you know, raising Zion for these past 2 years. Number one, it's been the best years of our lives, but also it hasn't been the type of situation where, you know, he goes to grandparents on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really go anywhere because we don't live by those people. He would. I mean, he would go see family and all that. But we live very far away from both sides of our family. Manny's family is in England. We're in Texas. And my family is in Indiana. So, I mean, he sees them, you know. It's particularly my family because obviously they're a little bit closer. Quite a bit closer. He, you know, sees them, you know, on occasion, and like he sees them on the phone all the time. He loves them. I mean, he knows them. I have no doubt that he's going to do well with them. He loves my parents. I mean, like, absolutely, you would think he sees them every minute. Like, he loves them. He loves my sisters. He loves calling them. He knows them well. Same thing with Manny. He knows them. He wants to call them. He wants to talk to them. The FaceTime and all that is really wonderful. But it hasn't been a situation where, like, you know, he's like going and staying the night at grandparents, or we're going on date night, and which honestly, we're not big date night people. Like, we like to be with him, and that's really the way that we are, and we're very attachment style anyway. So even if family was around, we would be like that. But of course, he would go see family and those types of things. But we quite literally are never apart. And so when he's come to work with me, you know what I mean? Like, we're not apart. So it's kind of different. I told my mom, I explained it this way. You know, they say, like, it takes a village to raise a kid, and other people that have family around that are right there local to them, they do that. You know, they'll take the kid for this day, or they'll do whatever. And even just, you know, we would go all as a family, go over to see family and that kind of thing. But we haven't done that because we can't. And so I think that does make it harder, because it's just been me, Manny, and Zion. I mean, you know what I mean? We just been out here like we are each other's family. Like, of course we love our family members, and like, it's not anything about that. I trust them totally. But it's just harder attachment wise, because it's just been us, you know? So that's been really hard for me, and obviously like hormones and stuff make that worse. And I keep telling my mom, I know that once obviously I'm having another baby, you know, so I'm going to be so thrilled, and it's going to be beautiful and exciting. It's not like it's going to be some, you know, depressing event. I mean, it's a great thing, but it's just hard to leave him, and hard to, you know, I've made a whole list for my mom of like things he likes to eat, like as if my mom doesn't know how to feed a kid, you know. And I know that's probably even like annoying, but I just want it to be as similar as it is when it's to us, you know. And so we had talked about maybe Manny would come home at night. And if I stay more than one night, I think that probably will be what happens. But that first night, we're going to kind of see if he'll just stay with my mom. And kind of see how that goes. I mean, it's not just my mom. It's my mom, my dad, and my sister will also be in town. It's just, you know, we'll just kind of see what works best. They will do whatever we need them to do, and I know that, and so that's going to be great. But if Manny does end up coming home, my sister was more than happy to come stay with me, which is great. Another reason that I think I might be able to come home a little bit earlier, I told my sister I'm using her, but I mean, it is true. My sister will be here, and she's a nurse. She used to work in surgery and everything. Like, she's a very, very well-educated, good nurse, and so I'm going to use that to my advantage and say, listen, I got a whole nurse to go and be staying with me, and you know, she'll make sure I'm fine. And the doctor did say that nurses are able to go home like sooner, so I think that might help, to be honest. So I am going to try to bust out of there. I know, before you say it, I need to take care of myself. I need to make sure that I'm healthy and that I'm safe and that everything's good, and I will do that. But truthfully, after that first 24 hours in the hospital, they're not really doing much after a C-section, other than like pain management. You are on more pain stuff when you're in the hospital than you are when you go home. But it doesn't bother me. I'm good. I'll just take my pain pills they send me home with. Even though I hate pain pills, I did take some last time because I was in some pain, I'll be honest. But I didn't take them nearly as often as they'd said. I just took them literally as needed. But anyway, so yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get to come home as long as everything's good. I mean, of course, if something went wrong and they needed to monitor me or something, I'm not just going to bust out of the hospital. I know that my kids need a healthy mom, and you know, that's important as well. But I'm going to try my best. So, little pregnancy update. I'm feeling good. The chiropractor fixed my sciatica wonderfully. It's been like unreal. I feel so much better in that way. I'm very large. Now I'm having a lot of pelvic discomfort, lightning crotch. I get lightning crotch every single time I'm pregnant. I've only been pregnant twice, but I have had it extreme with both pregnancies, and I think part of it is because my babies do tend to sit lower, especially once they're head down. I mean, they're in there, they're engaged, and he is like that as well right now. So I think just putting that pressure down there, because it's funny, my mom said she's never experienced that like with her pregnancies or anything, but I definitely do. And yeah, feeling good. Everything's looking good at the hospital. We've been doing NSTs, which are the stress tests, just to make sure everything's good with baby, and he's doing well. Although the last one I had a few days ago, he wasn't moving as much as they wanted him to, which I think he was just asleep. He moves literally all the time until we get in this test, and then all of a sudden he didn't. Last time he did. But they were kind of like, okay, we need to move a little more. They like gave me some like pop to drink, and like it was gross, but it was like flat. But they gave me something to drink and whatever, but he did end up moving enough times, and so that was good. He's very healthy. I think he's going to be a good sized baby as Zion was, although it felt like he was tiny. You know, I always say that, especially after having my own baby. Zion was 8 pounds 11 ounces, and so they were like literally taking him and checking his blood sugar and everything because they said he was big. And that was right at 40 weeks. I'll be 39 in a few days when I had the C-section. But anyway, I just still felt like he was tiny, you know, because they are. I mean, 8 pounds is still little, you know, it's really small. But anyway, yeah, feeling really good. Getting a lot of things done. I've hit the part of the 3rd trimester where I'm just tired, very similarly to the 1st trimester. So if you've ever been pregnant, like 1st trimester, you're super tired, super exhausted, and then it gets better. And then toward the end of the 3rd trimester, people typically are tired again, or maybe the whole thing for some, but for me it's usually toward the end. And those last days you get a little tired. And it's a whole different kind of tired. Like, you can't outsleep. I just read on TikTok, you can't outsleep the pregnancy hormones. That's very true. Even if you get a good night's rest or whatever. Like, I was falling asleep in the car today, not driving, but in the passenger seat. And like, I just fall asleep on the couch. I fall asleep when I take Zion to bed. And like, I'm just like falling asleep everywhere, and it's you know, hard to like keep up with things, but we're getting it done. Manny does so much, and I wouldn't be able to do it, the house and everything, without him. But yeah, we're doing really well. I'm still leading worship. I'm leading tomorrow morning, and I will be leading one more time before the C-section, and then I'll be on maternity leave for a few weeks. But yeah, leading right up to the birth. People ask about that a lot. I've had people on YouTube ask me that, how we do it, and everybody's different, but that is how I do it. You know, I don't have that many weeks to not lead. I'll be off for 4 weeks. Last time it was supposed to be 2 and it ended up being 3 because of the C-section. This time it's 4 that I won't be leading, but I didn't want to use any of that beforehand because obviously recovering from a C-section, all that, I wanted to have those 4 weeks. So I am going to be leading all the way up until I give birth. I mean, if I go into labor tomorrow morning, then it happens. I've kind of got a plan. You know, I'm trying to, next week, I won't even be on a keyboard or instrument or anything in case that were to happen. That way all areas are technically covered. I would still not be there, but all areas would technically be covered. So I have thought about that. It's a lot of thinking about things and a lot of planning ahead. But truthfully, I'd say I'll be there next week and I will go to the hospital that morning that the C-section is scheduled for and have it. I don't think I'm probably not going to go into labor because I won't even be 40 weeks yet when I have the C-section, so I think I'll be fine. But yeah, that's kind of like a little update for you guys. Follow on TikTok as well. I won't end the vlog here yet, but follow on TikTok because I've been doing a lot of stuff on there, just kind of sharing different things. And I shared our nursing cart, like I guess not really just nursing cart, I say that, but our breastfeeding cart, because it's for pumping and things like that as well. You know, some people call it nursing cart, so I think I've just seen it called that so many times, but really just breastfeeding in general for pumping and pumping sessions and different things you need for that, because you need quite a bit really for pumping especially. Well, it makes it easier. I'm sure you don't need that many things for really any of this, but makes it easier. So anyway, yeah, just kind of getting things ready around the house. My leg is totally asleep because a lot of pressure everywhere, but I will show you guys my belly right now as well. So there it is. I am definitely big, but I feel really good. I love having a bump, so I'm definitely still feeling good and very confident with it and all of that. I have a lot more stretch marks, which I expected. I get them easily. I always have. So I have a ton of stretch marks, but my stretch marks from Zion had actually already faded a ton. I don't care about that, truthfully. Like, I actually like them. I've always said that. But they faded really fast with him because I mean, they're super dark, like really dark and very noticeable. And I've gotten a ton more this time. I actually think I've probably gotten more this time. They're higher up in my stomach than they were with him. And also it probably looks like more because I have both now, you know. But yeah, anyway, feeling good, feeling healthy. Weight gain has been right on track. I weigh the most I've ever weighed in my life, which I knew I would because I started this pregnancy at a higher weight anyway than what I was with my last pregnancy, but everything's good. I'm healthy. Blood pressure has been good this time. Last time, I don't know if you guys remember, I would always get what I thought was me getting nervous, which I did at the doctor, and my blood pressure would go up. Not really nervous about anything, but just, you know, it's like I didn't want it to be high, so then it would be. That's kind of what usually happens to me, but this time that had not happened the whole time. So I was like, maybe I had high blood pressure. Like, not high, but higher, elevated blood pressure last time around. And I might have, because it hadn't been this whole time, but one day it was. And the nurse thought the doctor would want me to check it again and wait and everything, because they do that. They did that last time a few times. But it would go down, so they were like always okay with it last time. But he just said, like, no, anxiety does it, and like it obviously was still in the safe zone. You know, they don't let you leave if it's like massive. That only happened to me one time where it was pretty high, that they said that I needed to stay until they could get it down, and it did right away. But anyway, just kind of updating you guys on everything. I'm super out of breath just from simply talking. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. I did want to show you guys this as well. I'm going to show it on TikTok in my little haul I'm going to do on there. Y'all. But you would literally think I've been running a marathon. But I want to show it on here as well. So real quick, I'll prop you up and show you this little outfit that I got from Amazon for postpartum. Been kind of looking for some postpartum stuff. Because obviously after C-sections you're kind of uncomfortable, and things hitting that incision is not like the most comfortable thing. So just wanted some comfortable things, and also going into fall. So I thought this was so cute. It's a little set, so it's pants as well. The pants have like a wider leg, but it's from that Pretty Garden, I think is what it's called. Pretty Garden Chic brand on Amazon. This is such amazing quality. It's so thick and great quality. I have like hiccups, but it's great quality. Like such good quality. I was really impressed with it. And I got it for like $13. It was originally like $45 or something. But I got it for a really good price because I had like a code, and it was just several different things together. But I was super excited, and it looks really super cute. I tried it on, even pregnant I could wear it, so really nice. Love the color, and I was thinking like, oh, I could wear it maybe home from the hospital or something, but I can do that as long as it's not 125 degrees, because it's still hot here. This time of year, it doesn't get that cool yet here. I always expect it because I grew up in the Midwest, so I'm like, oh, October, gonna be cool, and no, it can still be like 95 degrees, and it still is right now. But anyway, yeah, we have our little nursing cart. Here's our little rocker that we got from, it's a glider actually, from Amazon. Love that. Didn't have one with Zion, and always wanted one. Really only didn't have one because we were working with such small space with him. We honestly could have had this, and I like always wanted one. But it does obviously fit much better in this house, in this room. We were fine. You don't have to have those things. But he just, baby likes to be rocked and held and all of that, and we love to do it. And so obviously in the middle of the night, rocking back and forth in the bed was like, would have been easier on a glider. So I'm really excited to have this. And then our little breastfeeding cart, because it's obviously got a lot of pump stuff and all that on it. Breastfeeding cart is next to that, so I showed all that on TikTok. And so yeah, just several cute things, but I think this looks so cute. Just like this little setup over here. To pin that back a little bit, that ultrasound, but has the sign that actually our friend Krista gave to us with Zion's pregnancy at his baby shower for him. She had it as a decoration of the baby shower and then gave it to us, which is so cute. And then the ultrasounds, this is new baby, that's Zion. And then the little greenery and the shoes, my mom got us those with Zion, actually before I was ever pregnant. And I have a package actually in the mail I'll run out and get in a second, that has a breastfeeding pillow cover. That pillow that I have there, I never had a cover for it before, and I loved using it. You don't have to have a cover, but I just think it'll be easier to maintain it. And then my sister's been sending us stuff. It's like show and tell. But look at this. I mean, she's been sending us the cutest little things. And just been really excited, of course. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and end this video. I'm sitting in the baby's room right now, just getting some stuff ready. And the next actual vlog might be the baby vlog, but I'm going to try to do something else first. But thank you guys for watching. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.